Julian, welcome back to the show. Thanks for talking to me this time. I appreciate this. We go back a long way, you and I, yeah. 2002, you were nice enough. You've always been nice to me, but 2002, you let me open up for your other band, The Strokes.
Right.
And I went on, I tell everyone I went on tour with you. It was like maybe 6 shows or something?
Yeah, we did. We toured together.
Yeah. This is me with my band. Before, that's
Mark Ronson?
oh yeah, it's Mark Ronson right there, Justin Stanley, Gerard Bradford. This is me. Look at this one right there. That looks like I'm rocking out. We wore white Juicy Couture jumpsuits. And we would go out and we would get booed off the stage.
No.
Yes, he would. We get things. You would stick up for us. You would come out afterwards and stick up for us because we would get things thrown at us.
Oh, yeah.
And we get hit with lighters and nickels and stuff like that. I remember Mark grabbed me because we left. We finished. I thought it'd be funny. We were doing like This Land Is Your Land and stuff like that and weird stuff. And then we left. And, people would throw things at us, and we were leaving, and then Mark goes, dude, just turn around real quick, just look. And some guy was sweeping the garbage off the stage. And I go, oh, my God. But then you would go out, and you were nice enough, you'd stick up for us. Like, give it up for Jimmy Fallon. And why would you have a comedian open for you?
I mean, I always like to have just eclectic, kind of create a weird show. We also have comedians, David Cross used to open for us, and The Voids. We've had like Lee Camp and just recently Seton Smith. I don't know, different kind of musical genres. Just not like the same thing 3 times in a row.
It was the most fun thing one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life, and I thank you and the band. You guys were all so nice to us and talented, and we would just watch you guys from the side of the stage and go, look at this band, they're just so good. And I heard that we got you in trouble with security one night somehow.
I went out front to watch you play, and I think we were in D.C., and I didn't have a backstage pass, so they didn't let me back in, which is fine. I was chilling. I knew eventually they'd have to figure it out. They'd figure it out.
You're the lead singer of the band.
I needed to go sing, so I was just sitting there, but I think people on our team or security or someone, they got into it. And when we got off stage, we did like a runner, and they were like, oh, we'll explain, and like apparently they were waiting to beat us up, and
their security was waiting to fight.
Yeah, there was their crew was like chasing the bus as we were driving away. I didn't know.
I'm so sorry I had a bad opening job. Yeah, it was me. That's what made it happen. It's so funny. That's ridiculous. I was walking down the street today. I went past Rough Trade Records, and I saw this album in the window, and I go, this is one of the coolest album covers I've ever seen. Congratulations. The Voids, this is out. I love it. How do we describe this album? How do we describe The Voids? What do we get to expect off of this?
Where do I begin?
Yeah. What is the sound?
Well, sonically, I would say, I don't know, we tap into the primordial oozes to open portals to the future.
Yes, that's exactly right. Thank you.
But
the primordial.
The mission, I guess, has always been trying to make underground mainstream, which actually I think you've been doing a really cool job with the musical guests and stuff. You had like idols and stuff, which is awesome.
Yeah,
You're really
we have great music
representing.
Yeah, we love it.
But the Voids have been kind of, it's kind of more like a political vibe too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a lot of great minds that like know what's going on, have historical context and all that stuff are very underground. It's all underground, so I think that's been the mission for the Voids, and even Strokes' early days, I think, is trying to make underground truth and music and ideas and enlightenments popular.
I also want to say, by the way, you're on Charlie XCX's record, by the way, and I was like, that's a cool combo. I was gonna call you and be like, dude, that's so fun. How do you hook up with Charlie XCX?
That was very serendipitous, and I actually can't believe how fast it happened. I feel like it was a few weeks ago that she asked me, and I was just in LA, and then I sang, I spent a day just doing stuff, and it's out.
She said in an interview, because I know she's praised you before and said he's a great songwriter and is one of a kind, and then did you ever hear that she liked you?
I guess someone had sent me something, but I hadn't like met her a bunch of times, but just meeting her this time, she was so cool, and I feel like fame has never hit someone at a better time, because she's been around a long time, but
yeah. Good.
She's so, I don't know, she's like aware of the moment, this huge social moment, but also kind of not taking herself too seriously and handles it well, but also is humble. I don't know, it was that's why I wanted to do it, because she was so cool.
Let's talk about, Seven Horses, you're performing this tonight. This is the song you're performing, The Voids, Seven Horses. Tell us about that song.
I don't know, it's like an old cowboy, cyborg, spiritual from the year 2070s.
From the 2070s. Dude, this is why you're who you are, man. Come on, you're the best out there. Come on. Julian Casablancas, like all before you, is available right now. The Voids are performing for us after the break. Stick around, everybody. Hey.